All right. Good morning. Good morning. Friday, last trading day of the month. Wow. January has flown by. Sheesh. We're taking a look at NASDAQ here. So, pretty much the theme for this week has been, can buyers show a continuation move, right? Started out Sunday night, Monday morning, big washout. Monday morning pretty much marks the low for the regular trading hours session, but also the week. If we take a look at our RTH chart, Monday, there's your open right there. We do technically see an undercut right here, but broadly speaking, that low is marked. Tuesday, you show the continuation, a beautiful trend day move on Tuesday. Wednesday's an inside day. Yesterday, we see a gap up, a little bit of a gap and go that then fails at that area of resistance, 21,770. Retest. I believe that was the weekly volume point of control, if I'm not mistaken. I think we had it somewhere through here, if I remember correctly. But regardless, buyers absorb all that selling, and the structure, the bullish structure, remains intact, right? Now we have another extension move. Is this thing going to pull back before the next leg higher? Kind of keeping with that recent theme. That's kind of what we're looking at for this morning. So I'm going to be looking at 770 and prior day high, as well as that overnight high. If we see a sustained break of the overnight high, I suspect that the gap will completely fill up into 860, up into 900. Now, if we roll over here, if we see 770 fail, if we see prior day high fail, I'll look at the reaction into 650. And we'll see where buyers are interested in supporting the market again. So that's kind of the watch for right now. Backdrop is neutral bullish. Here comes the open in about 40 seconds. We do have a data print at 9:45, just FYI. Chicago PMI at 9:45. And we do, I believe, yeah, we technically have a gap higher this morning. A true gap. So let's see what we're going to be working with here. Let's see. There's the open. Alerts and chill, says Timmy. Yeah, it's always a good plan. Session volume point of control is right here at 781. Your overnight high is up there at 813. And we have a true gap higher. Okay, into the overnight high. Nice push. Nice push right off 770. Nice push right off that VWAP. breaking the overnight high. Oh, big push there. Went 813 to 830 and so gap fill is up in 860. That's a Sunday gap. Oh, excuse me. Not 860, 900. 900. Apologies. There it is. 860 is last Friday's low. And right back into that overnight range. Overnight high stays on watch as a reference point here. Good old reference point. Your opening 5-minute closes here in 90 seconds. Remember, it is a true gap higher. True gap. Little indecision near that overnight high. 30 seconds till that opening 5-minute bar closes. There's your opening 5-minute bar. Opens bullish. Data in 10 minutes. Kind of an unusual 9:45 print today. Yeah, VWAP down there at 770. NQ coming into session volume point of control. Keep an eye on that 15-minute candle, especially if the lows start to fail. Here comes 770 again. Right back into that opening print. Round trip. Round trip. that a new low of day? Not quite. One tick away from a new low. Very similar action to what we saw yesterday morning, right? Very, very similar. See if buyers can sustain this spot. There's a decent little bounce. If you grabbed any longs, make sure you're protecting yourself. Still very early in the sesh. NQ retesting 800. This has a psychological level. Then you have the overnight high up at 813. So far, a little 30-point bounce from the level and VWAP. Nicely done, Timmy. Data in 6 minutes. NQ rolling over again right here. Back into 800. Buyers are looking for overnight high. Overnight high. There's your overnight high. First target for the 770 long. Make sure you trim. Trim. Then you go for session high, then the next level of interest. Nice setup there. Only thing that would improve that play is a little blip beneath the open would have been amazing. A little spring at the level of interest with VWAP. Any takers there? You didn't grab it after just saying you'd kill for it? Come on. Come on, man. Nice, Tom. Yeah, that was definitely a reasonable trail there. Let's see if we actually get the new high of day or not. I'm keeping an eye on the clock here. 2.5 minutes till data. NQ has yet to leave that opening 5-minute bar. All right, data in 90 seconds. 15-minute closure as well. You got a big wick on that candle so far. Once this data print is behind us, we're in the clear. NQ bumping into overnight high again. Overnight high. Not expecting a major move here, but like yesterday, you just want to have that awareness, right? Yeah, it looks like pretty much nothing burger. This unfilled gap. Oh, you can't see it. Unfilled gap from last week. Getting filled now. Volume kind of low for the first half hour. Staying patient now. And Q just kind of consolidating here near overnight high. Looks like it's trying to resolve higher. Coming into session highs, which is 838.5. Just shy of a new high of day. This is technically second target from that 770 long, if you still have any. Volume's a little bit of a concern here. Pretty low. Threshold for the volume 750 on the 1 minute. So I always keep a yellow. I just put a line here on the volume chart. It's a nice, easy visual. As of right now, it's a still above minimum threshold, but I was just kind of making an observation that it's pretty close to the minimum, which is a bit unusual for the first 30 minutes of the trading day. There you go. Nice little push. Nice little push right there. New high of day on NQ. A little retest of that overnight high. Decent re-entry. A decent little re-entry spot. I believe we're coming into our next upside level of interest here, 860. Gap filled. Let's take a look. Not quite. So that would be Friday's low, Tom. Technically, we're back in a Friday's low, last Friday's low, that is. But I consider a gap fill from the close. So the gap would fill at 900, which was Friday's close, 21,900. Yeah, there's kind of two different ways to look at it. Managed the overnight high too tightly. That was me at the 770. All good. On to the next trade. Nice, Albert. Sizing down really helps. Gives you some breathing room. Okay, 4 minutes till 10 a.m. NQ's into 860 here. So pretty nice. The bull thesis that we've been talking about for most of the week continues. Yeah, that little structure right there was kind of tricky. Right through there, Dom. I let mine go at session high, so no additional upside here. But no big deal. Still getting paid. That's what I care about. Okay, 2 minutes till 10 a.m. No data, but 10 a.m. reversal time always noteworthy. Oh yeah, good time to get those fibs on there. Get those fibs going. Right back into that structure from earlier. At this point, I'll just wait for 10 a.m. Just in 1 minute. It's also the value area high of the current sesh. Notable. Yeah, right back in 860. See if we get a new high of day right here. NQ, NASDAQ. There's your new high of day. Yeah, I like that setup too, Dom. Yep. Big time weakness in the Dow this morning. ES testing the overnight high. Russell just chopping. Choppy. NQ coming for 900. Get rid of this fib. I need to keep dragging that thing higher. So at 900, remember that gap fills. Next real upside level of interest, though, is going to be the 22K. That reentry. That reentry is looking great right about now. No position, personally. All right. Gap is filled. Gap is filled. Look at that. Imagine you were bearish all week. What a tough time. What a tough time. Imagine you were bearish yesterday when the tariff comment came out and you didn't read the guide on Sunday about trading Trump markets. Rough. Rough. Albert, nice work, man. Nicely done. So at this point, need some sort of market structure for a re-entry, right? Can't chase fresh highs. So you have either 860 or you can work with shallow fibs if that's your play. I'd rather wait for the 860. So far, a couple of decent entries. You have the 770 long. That's definitely a favorite. You have the retest of the overnight high long. And then you have this one, which is a little less clear, but you have prior session high. You have value area high. And then you had some fib right through there as well. I think it was 38% maybe. Let's check. Yeah, 38% fib. All three of those align with the neutral bullish backdrop. Yeah, value area high. That's just a reference point, Irvin. Just a little reference point. So for those, you can just use it as kind of like an additional layer of confluence for your trade idea, which is helpful in those situations where we don't have a level of interest. If you can kind of stack, 3 or 4 reference points together, it's something decent that you can stand on, you can set risk against. That's how I view it anyway. 900 acting like a level of interest. Yeah. It's that gap fill spot. It's also going to be a psychological level. Some sellers stepping in now. This is where it does get a little trickier when we look at those pullbacks, because that upside objective has been achieved for the most part. Okay, NQ into that shallow fib, 23% fib. Retesting that 900 area. Shallow fib enjoyer, Mr. Mish. You got Wi-Fi back? What happened? What happened? Yeah, it's a nice push. I was dragging my trail and I got shaken out. Damn it. There's your new high of day. Oh, man. You hate to see that after an execution error. That's always how it goes there. That is always how it goes. Oh, man. Wow. Yeah, it happens. It happens, right? Yeah, all you can do is laugh, man. That's it. No, no, no. We're still locked in for Sushi Friday. We're good. We're all good. Break my keyboard? No way. No way. So NQ, that's technically a up thrust there. No level though. Check out this 5 minute. Session volume point of control overhead now. I don't love that look, personally. Don't love to see that. Looks like we got some Fed speak right now. The one negative to trying out all these different prop firms this past year is now I'm just getting spammed with 1099s. Oh my goodness. It's a good problem to have, I guess, but geez. Check out this volume in NQ. Coming down, coming down. It's weird that you can't see the actual cursor. on the stream. Huh. Is that our first print below minimum threshold? Yep. First one right there just a minute ago. Say, hours of research on that is crazy. Wow. Wow. That's why you're the designated platform guy right there. All right, volume's really starting to taper down. NQ is just entering some consolidation here near 900. Look at the 5 minute. Getting pretty tight there. On the 5 minute chart, you have session volume point of control here. So I'd like to see 860, maybe even a deeper pullback. Just kind of assess the reaction into those areas. Here we go. Here comes some sellers. There's some sellers coming in there. How's everyone's morning so far? How are we doing? Well, shout out to Mish. I just received word he closed out his best month ever. Nicely done, sir. Timmy sitting on piles of cash. Tom feeling like $1,000,000. Dom, not too much on my end. Albert, 2 for 2. Solid. Good start to the year. Let's keep that momentum going. Let's keep it going. So we may have a mid-morning structure building out here, a little mid-morning range. Something like this, right? Actually, it's a little bit tighter. It's more like this. Yeah, that's what it's all about. Now imagine the month if you hadn't annihilated it in that first week. That'd be an even bigger month. That could be February. That could be February. Dang, mental support from Rain Man, Dom, and Kyle. He don't even mention his girl. That's crazy. You better get her something nice for Valentine's Day, man. That's wild. That's what I'm saying, Des. That's what I'm saying right there. Oh man. You guys are funny. All right, we're about 1 hour in. We'll give it 2 more minutes here, and call it a morning. All right, folks. Nothing happening here. Volume is decidedly below that minimum threshold. So pretty low expectations at this point. I'm going to keep an eye on 860. I'm going to keep an eye on this current structure that's building out here. See how that continues to trade, but a real desire to get involved with the chop. So, going to call it a morning there. Decent day. Nice close to the week, nice close to the month. Make sure you guys are getting that weekly and monthly review done. Also, if you're not in the February Trade 30 for 30 cohort, I highly recommend getting in there. If you can't currently access it, you haven't been added, so send me a message and we'll get you added. It's a good way to build lasting habits in your trading. There's NQ into the highs. No, still not much to do though. Not a ton to do here. So we'll go ahead and call it. Thanks for your time. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend. And we'll see you on Monday. Take care.